E fala galera, beleza? Aqui é o Arqueiro Verde e estamos aqui para mais uma jogatina de Fallout 4. Vamos continuar aqui a nossa aventura. Deixa eu acender aqui. Aí, show de bola, melhor de enxergar. E é o seguinte galera, no último vídeo nós enfrentamos lá, fizemos né, a última missão da ferrovia. A última missão por enquanto, pode ser que tenha mais. E ficamos de vir aqui nesse trem aqui pra gente ser teleportado pro Instituto, finalmente. Mas é o seguinte, galera, eu falei, eu acho que eu falei, não tenho certeza, mas eu falei que eu ia fazer essa missão aqui, ó, no último vídeo. No entanto, essa missão aqui é de um DLC, de uma expansão, na verdade, que é um outro mapa numa outra região. Então é o seguinte, eu vou deixar esse DLC aqui pro final, junto com esse DLC, vou deixar os dois pro final. Beleza, então? Então agora vamos finalmente entrar aqui nesse negócio pra gente ir lá pro Instituto. Então, partiu. Cadê o carinha? Aqui, ó.
Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Let's do this.
Bora lá.
You sure? Okay. Your part is simple. Just step onto the platform. I'll start scanning for an Institute signal to lock onto. Then, I fire her up and we see what happens. Getting cold feet? I don't blame you.
Tchau, cachorrinho.
Okay, hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's just there for decoration. Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it. Hold on to your butt.
Bora lá. Completou nível molecular. Subi de nível. Já vou até upar aqui. Tá, ok. Viajante antissocial. Se aventurar, você causa 25% mais de dano. E o último. Acho que esse aqui é interessante. Só que... tá, vou fazer o seguinte. Eu vou habilitar esse daqui. Tem esse daqui, ó, também. Tá, vamos pegar esse daqui. Que eu causo 25% a mais de dano. Show de bola. Rede central do Instituto. Ver registros de acesso. Erro de sinal. Tá, o que é pra fazer? Tá, isso que eu vou tirar. Ah, tá, tem que inserir o holodisco. Ah, aqui, ó. Deu o holodisco ao Sturz. Pra sair pelo mesmo lugar? É, eu não consigo me teleportar a partir daqui. O cachorro não veio junto, agora que eu fui ver. O Ola disse que tá comigo? Holodisco. Opa. É. Vamos continuar aqui?
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face.
No use.
Please, step into the elevator.
Eita loucura, ele sabe que eu tô aqui?
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Sean!
It's stuck.
Eu tô roubando tudo aqui.
Don't have the key.
Pra cá então?
Can't pick this. Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean. Oh my god. It's really you.
Who are you?
Eita, ela aqui. É claro, ele não me conhece porque ele foi separado quando era um bebezinho.
Sean, it's me. I'm your dad.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Sean, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
What's going on? Father? Father!
Sean, open the door.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Who is Father? Where is he?
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean.
S923, recall code Cirrus.
Eita loucura!
Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Pai?
Father? That's your name? Your title?
Father is my unofficial title. It's what I've come to mean to the people of the Institute, just as you mean to your son, to Sean.
Just... help me understand what's going on here.
I promised answers, and answers you shall have. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been... It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am... your son.
Como assim?
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
Eita loucura!
They stole you. Kidnapped you. Wasn't right.
Right, wrong, irrelevant. It was necessary. The Institute believed humanity's future depended on it. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
Human synths? Really?
Human-like synths. A great distinction. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
Ok, esteve aqui o tempo todo?
And you've been down here the whole time?
I have. Yes. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
They're scared of you, Sean. Scared of the Institute.
People are always frightened by what they don't understand. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Mamãe.
She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Tá, eu vou tentar no amarelinho aqui, né? Já não é mais persuasão, né? É quase intimidação. Vamos lá.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
I forget that it's been such a short time for you. I don't have any direct memories. And I've had my entire life to cope with the loss. Has it always been easy? Of course not. But I've done my best to move on and live my life. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. I know there's more for us to discuss, but the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
Não, não quero ficar aqui no Instituto. Por mais que seja o filho, né?
I won't be a part of this. I can't.
Why? Because of the reputation of the Institute. The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
Your Institute has done some horrible things.
Yes, well, the world is not what it used to be. What about the people you've aided in order to get here? What atrocities have they committed? The Brotherhood of Steel. They believe they're the only ones fit to control technology and destroy anyone who opposes them. and you would side with them. None have any true claim to nobility in this world. Those days are gone. But we are not the monsters we have been cast as. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
I'm sorry. I can't do that.
I'm sorry to hear that. I had certainly hoped we could work together. But every man must make his own decisions. If you choose to leave, I cannot force you to stay. Understand, though, that I cannot allow you to remain within the Institute. You may have safe passage back to the relay, where you will be sent back to the surface. But from that point, you must be considered hostile. I am sorry. I must think first of the safety of the Institute. And in the cruel world that has developed, those who are not with us are against us. The elevator will return you to the relay.
Saia do Instituto. Não dá pra matar ele, não? Ah, eu vou sair daqui porque eu não sei se vai falhar a missão. Vou dar um F5 aqui pra salvar. Será que dá pra matar ele? Não. Deixa quieto, deixa quieto. Eu ia tentar matar o Sean. Mas não, eu vou tentar ver se vai mais pra frente ter algum outro jeito de... Será que eles vão deixar eu sair vivo daqui? É, eu não vou me juntar ao Instituto, não. Eu tava lutando contra o Instituto. Como que eu vou me juntar ao Instituto? Mas é o seguinte, galera. Dependendo aí do tempo que demorar pra finalizar o jogo, eu não sei se ainda vai ter muito pro final, eu vou refazer essa parte aqui, só que me juntando ao Instituto pra ver o que muda, beleza? Não, mas não vou prometer nada porque, né, eu não quero que essa série acabe se tornando muito grande. Apesar de que já tá grande, né? Completou o Instituto. Voltamos aonde aqui, hein? Ah, é onde que aquele caçador apareceu. Fale com Preston sobre o Instituto. Vamos lá falar com Preston. Opa. Vamos lá fazer... Já vamos completar as duas missões. Vamos entregar o holodisco por Struge. E... concluir a missão. Daí eu falei que dependendo da quantidade de tempo que demorar para completar o jogo, eu vou fazer a visão do Instituto. Só que eu também quero fazer a visão do pessoal lá da Irmandade de Aço. E também a visão da ferrovia. Então tem 3 visões ainda pra eu fazer, tipo, 3 finais diferentes. Eu não sei, né, quanto tempo vai demorar cada um, né, então eu não vou prometer nada aqui. Vou entregar o holodisco pra ele aqui.
Most people are good at breaking things. I enjoy putting them back together.
Here's that holotape you gave me, full of Institute data. I hope.
Well, all right. I'll start digging into this and see if I can make heads or tails of it. Let's hope we got something we can use. Well, they sure aren't gonna fall for that teleport hijacker trick twice. Even if it wasn't a smoking pile of scrap metal. All the good stuff on here is gonna be encrypted. So the first job is to see if I can crack it. After that, well, I'll have to see what I've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe.
Beleza, entreguei já. Agora vamos falar aqui com o Preston.
Apparently, they've spotted hostiles scouting the perimeter. We should go find out what's going on. Is there something you need?
No, nothing.
No problem.
Então vamos lá defender o castelo. Estão atacando o castelo. Cadê o castelo?
Don't much care for good. That place is nothing but trouble.
Ué, não tava rolando um ataque aqui, não? Dados. Bom, vamos fazer o seguinte. Eu acho que eu tenho recurso suficiente para colocar mais umas torretas aqui, deixa eu ver. Torreta laser. Torreta lança-mísseis.
It's 9 p.m. Nothing to report. Stay safe, people.
Eu acho que dá pra colocar essa daqui aqui em cima. Pera aí. Show de bola. Mais essa torreta aqui. Eu acho que dá pra fazer mais um gerador aqui por segurança. Uma lâmpada. Foi. Agora aqui. Tem que fazer um outro poste aqui. Aí. Vamos descer aqui. Tá, com quem que eu tenho que falar aqui agora?
So many humans, not many supermutants.
Glad you made it in time, General. I guess we're about to find out if these new Minutemen really have what it takes. We've seen a lot of those Institute crow things sniffing around. Looks like they're getting ready to try to take us out. We've called in volunteers, so we aren't short of people. We'll see how these greenhorns do in a real battle. I'm feeling pretty good about our defenses, but it sure wouldn't hurt for you to take a look around and shore up any weak points you see.
Defenda o castelo.
Institute sensors are moving on our position. This is not a drill. All available Minutemen in the area, please move in to reinforce.
Será que
We have a
consigo...
swarm of attackers approaching from South Boston.
Será que consigo dormir pra ficar de dia? Ok. Vamos esperar amanhecer? Que é até melhor de enxergar os inimigos. Show de bola. Caraca. Ok. 10%. Cadê esses malas? Ah, estão vindo lá, ó. Vou sair daqui também. Nossa, eles conseguem dar teleporte, esqueci. Do susto por enquanto? Ah, os corpos sumiram? Consertar? Morrer. Vou pegar essa de plasma aqui. Ok, deixa eu pegar aqui as tampinhas. Foi só uma tampinha que tinha caído? eu colocar uma mina ali. Inventário. Nossa, bem que já tá... Morreu. Caraca, saiu voando. Strong, coitado, tá... Cadê? Ah, tá invisíveis. Boa. Explodiu em tampinha. Cadê? Na cabeça. Opa.
It was a tough fight, but I knew the Minutemen were up to the challenge.
Fale com Preston. O bagulho tá louco. Cadê o Preston? Pera aí, vamos lá, calma lá. Deixa eu ver aqui, mapa. Defenda o castelo, fale com Ronnie Shaw. Ronnie Shaw tá pra cá. Lá de fora ou lá de dentro? Ah, não. Não era pra cair. Putz, agora vou ter que dar a volta aqui. Tá atirando ainda? Quem tá atirando?
The Institute will think twice before tangling with the Minutemen again. I hear you're working on figuring out how to hit back at those rats. I hope you find a way, and soon. I'd like another crack at them, with the shoe on the other foot this time. I think Preston wanted to talk to you. Maybe he has some good news. Listen up, kiddies. The Institute thought they could push us around, and we showed them different. Next time, we're going to be taking the fight to them, and we'll see how they'll like it. But we don't have time to sit around congratulating ourselves. We're the Minutemen, oh darn it! And that means we've always got to be ready for the next fight. Let's get back to it, people.
Ok, show de bola. Tá, é a mesma a missão.
This is Radio Freedom with an after-battle report for the people of the Commonwealth. We've defeated the Institute forces and they are retreating.
Vamos falar com o Preston aqui. Vamos fazer o seguinte, vamos encerrar o vídeo por aqui, que senão o vídeo acaba ficando muito longo. No próximo vídeo a gente fala com o Preston e já vê o que vai rolar e qual que é a próxima situação. Deixa eu pegar aqui. Tela de fusão, boa. Então é isso, galera. Muito obrigado por ter acompanhado até aqui. Deixa aquele gostei que ajuda bastante aqui no canal. Se possível, comente e compartilhe com os amigos. Se você não é inscrito, já sabe, né? Aperta o botão vermelho e inscreva-se. E não esquece de apertar o sininho para receber as novidades aqui do canal. Então é isso. Muito obrigado. Valeu, falou. Fui!